This
software.
conference will now be
What are the
recorded.
advantages we have with SaaS software? Okay, what are the advantages we have with SaaS software? At the same time, see, SaaS is a technology. Being a sciences graduate, I'm a B.Pharm guy, I'm a M.Pharm guy. Okay, so SaaS is a technology. So I'm into life sciences. So what way this SaaS software will be helpful to me? So is SaaS software related to us, yes or no? So many of you will have this question, right? So SaaS is a software, like I'm into B Pharmacy. So how come we correlate, or how are we linked to IT? So many of you will have a question, right? So anyone has this question? Anyone has this question? No?
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to discuss this part today, and at the same time, I'm a BTech guy. I'm into BTech CS. So what this has is related to me. So what way it is helpful to me. So all these points I'm going to cover in today's session. So also I'll show you how a SaaS software looks like. So these are some basic points which we will cover or discuss in today's concept. So this is the agenda. Right. So maybe this will not be sufficient, or so I'm going to show you what is a pay scale we get in SaaS, and at the same time, what are the companies that are offering jobs in SaaS. Okay. So I'm going to explain all these points as well. Even syllabus also I will cover, what I'm going to teach during my course. So what is the course content, everything I can help you, understand. Okay. Right. So first of all, SAS stands for Statistical Analysis System. SAS stands for Statistical Analysis System. The name itself says your software is an analysis tool. SAS, Statistical Analysis System. So using this software, we will be able to perform statistical analysis. Okay. So using SAS, we will be able to analyze data, and based on the analysis results, using SAS, what we do, we will analyze the data, and based on the analysis results, your customer is going to take a decision. Your customer is going to take a decision. So which will help him to improve his business. So using SAS, we will be able to analyze data. Based on the analysis results, your customer is going to take a decision which will help him to improve his business. So this is the main advantage you have with SaaS software. This is the main advantage you have with SaaS software. Right. Now, now I will give you an example. So what is the importance of analysis and reporting? You guys should know. So the reason, I'll give you a simple example. Okay. Right. For example, I'm a college pass out. Farm D, B farm. Suppose this, I'm a just college pass out. Once I'm done my college, so once I'm done with my academics, next I have to go and do job. Obviously, everybody wants to work, correct? So now I wanted to explore what all the career opportunities I have after completing my graduation. Okay, so suppose to say if I'm a B farm or a farm D guy or a M farm guy, so the majority of the guys, MSc chemistry, whoever it is, so majority of the people will work in QA/QC. Majority of the people, all sciences graduates, if you see, majority of the people, they work in QA/QC or in production in all pharmaceutical companies. So QA/QC is one role where I can start my career. Apart from this, I can also go to teaching. I can go teaching, right? So I can go and teach my, +2 students, or I can go teach my intermediate students, or like +2 is intermediate, sorry. So even high school students, I can teach sciences. Apart from this, I can also work as a pharmacist. Yes or no? Also, I can work as a SaaS IT professional. Let us assume these are the 4 career opportunities I have. Once I'm done my masters, or once I'm done my bachelor's, so once I'm done with my academics, I have all these 4 areas to work. So end of the day, I have to select a career path. I have to select a role where I have less work and more money. End of the day, everybody wants less work and more money, right? Do you guys agree, yes or no? I know all
Yes,
you guys will
yes.
write in CV objective to strive hard, work hard in so and so industry, so and so field to achieve knowledge, and my knowledge is helpful to industry. So you write a lot of stuff right in your CVs. Maybe you guys not started your CVs. Okay. So but career objective people will write this only. Actually speaking, they don't want work, they want only money. They want less work. It's not that they don't work, they don't want to work. They want work, but less. But money should be more. Correct. Obviously, end of the day, everybody's expectation is CV, including me. Correct. So now, being a fresher, I'm not sure how the career path in QA/QC is, how the starting salaries are, how after going to certain level of experience, how the how the package will be, how the work role will be. I'm not sure because I'm a fresher guy. So the reason, what I have done is I started checking with my seniors, my family, friends, colleagues, whatever it is, neighbors, whoever it is. So I started collecting this information. Okay, right. So now you can see here ID, name of the friend, type of the work he is doing, and salary he is getting. Okay, salary is getting. So suppose to say person number 101, Raj, this guy is a SAS IT professional. So what is the fresher salary? Okay, he joined as a fresher. So the fresher salary in IT is now it is 4 to 4.5 lakhs. Earlier it was 3.6. Recent last 1 year, 1.5 year, it is 4. And few companies are offering 4.5 as well. If you are the right one, they are offering 4.5 as well. So on and all, approximately you can say 35,000 per month. Approximately 35,000 per month. And 102. Any other good names we have?
Akil.
Sorry, Akil. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Any other names? I want 8 names.
Jagadish sir.
Okay.
Divya.
Divya. Okay. ఇంకా
Prabhat. Kiran sir.
sorry,
Prabhat.
Prabhas. Oh, are you a fan of Prabhas? Hmm?
Yes.
Last one. Last lucky name.
Bittu.
Bittu. Right. Fine. So I have some names here. Okay. I have some names here. Fine. Okay. So now, what do you think a fresher QA/QC guy will get? How much salary do you think this guy will get per month?
13,000.
QA/QC person. So if he is how much a fresher will get in QA/QC? How much?
13 to 15,000.
15,000.
13 to 15, yeah.
Correct. 15,000. They will
Yes.
ask for 2 or 3 years bond.
Yes.
2 years bond is there. Few companies are asking 3 years bond. All it's a 15,000 కూడా bond. Right. Next, teaching. What do you think a teacher gets?
About 20,000.
20,000 for a fresher. For a fresher, they will
Yes.
not give class here. They will first ask you to, correct that papers. So particularly in residential colleges, Sri Chaitanya, Narayana, these colleges, they will not give teaching. They will not allow you to teach. So first, whatever the weekend they will give every weekend daily exams, right? They'll first ask to evaluate that. Nobody will give 20,000 as far as I know. That's okay. Let us write 20,000. And what do you think a pharmacist gets?
Same sir,
14,000.
15,000.
Easy.
Right. Okay. So SAS IT professional maybe 30,000. QA/QC how much it is? Something like 16,000. Pharmacist, right? So these are some numbers. So which we know practical, impractical. This is how a salary gets. Like if you are selecting your career path as a QA/QC, the numbers are very realistic. Correct? Yes or no? So now on and all average, if I select my role as a QA/QC guy, so what is the average salary I get? So I cannot decide based on only one value, right? I take multiple values. I will take average. Based on that, I'll see average. Maybe I get some this. Okay. So now what is average salary? 15,500. Correct. And if you go as a teacher, so what is the average salary? 20 plus 18, 38 divided by 2, 19,000. Pharmacist is 15,000 and 12,000. So 27,000 divided by 2, 13,500. You see, right? 13,500. So if you select your career path as a SaaS IT professional, so 35 plus 32, how much it is? 33,500. Out of all these roles, which role is giving you highest salary? So which career path you will select? Obviously, SaaS IT. Agree, yes or no? Agree, yes or no? So using SaaS, this is what exactly SaaS software will do. Using SaaS, we will be able to analyze data, and based on the analysis results, your customer is going to take a decision which will help him to improve his business. Now we understood the definition of SaaS. What exactly SaaS software will be able to do? What is the advantage with analysis and reporting? You guys understood, yes or no? This is a very simple example. You can understand it, right? So guys, no problem. Even though if you're not understanding a line, word or a letter, please don't hesitate. Stop me at the moment. No need to wait till the end of the session. Stop me at the moment, get it clarified, and then we'll move on to next point. Just feel comfortable. So any question comes to your mind, please feel comfortable to put that question to me. Okay. So maybe like few people will think maybe I know this is a silly question. I'm not sure. Like I don't know how Raj will react. If you have such a phobia, please come out of it. Okay. So whatever question comes to your mind related to SaaS, yes, you can ask me. Okay. So I don't have the classification called a silly question, serious question. So I consider a question is a question to me, and I will try my level best to make you understand much more better. Okay. Being a statistician, I cannot say 100%. I'm a statistician, right? I have done my master's in statistics. In statistics, there is no concept called 100%. In mathematics, we have, but in statistics is always an estimation, 99% only. We are sure, 99% only we are sure. Okay. So 99%, I try my level best, to make it done. So to get it clarified. If you have any such questions, so I'll try my level. So, and I'll try to clear your questions. Okay, is that fine? Okay, so now using SaaS, I select this. Raj, at the moment, at the beginning, I absolutely fine, Raj, I got very good salary. But what about my career next 10 years? It's not that this year or 2 years or 5 years, right? What about next 10 years? So what do you think a QA/QC, a person who is working in QA/QC, if his experience is 10 years, as per today's salary, how much salary he get? Few people are working, right? You might have seen your managers. How much salary they are getting? 60? I'll write 80K here, no problem. 80. Maximum, we'll take maximum. What do you think a teacher gets? What do you think a teacher gets?
50,000.
50,000. Even engineering college teachers also will get this only. Okay, so let us make it 60. That's okay. What do you think a pharmacist gets?
40,000.
30,000.
Hardly 40K. More, it is like, highest side if you are taking it is 40K. And what do you think a SaaS IT professional gets after 10 years? After 10 years, what do you think you get? In IT, so now how your CTC or your package will be decided is number of years into 2.5 lakhs. How many years you have experience? 10 years into 2.5. The ratio is 25 lakhs. Per month, how we will get? How much we'll get? 2 lakhs per month. So I have a 15 years of experience. My package is 36 lakhs. So per month I draw 3 lakhs per month. So there are some offers where people are ready to pay 45 also. But if I go with salary, people will kill me with a lot of work. You will get a lot of work. Obviously, if they are paying more, obviously they will ask you to work more. So I'm absolutely fine with my current work and package. So I'm not interested to move on that such roles. But there are people who are working with 45 to 50 lakhs package also with my experience. but I'm absolutely fine with my package here. I don't mind. I don't want more as well. I'm happy. I want personal life balance. Okay, so now coming to personal life balance, I told personal life balance, right? Work life balance. Suppose to say I have applied to a passport. I have applied for a passport. Police guy will come in person to your home. He will see whether you are present in that particular address, yes or no. Correct. So police guy will come. So for passport verification, this guy will come. Correct. So now, whenever you are working as a QA QC professional, you have to take leave on that particular day. You have to sit at home. Agree, yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, 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 sir.
So you have to sit at your home. So for no reason, for that a matter of 10 minute job, you have to take leave. Unfortunately, this police guy says, boss, I'm very sorry. Today I couldn't make it because I'm late. So I will come tomorrow. Police guys will not, government officials will not work after time, right? So they will say, I'll come tomorrow, please be available. Again, you have to take leave one more day, right? You have to extend your leave one day, right? So hardly in a month, these guys will get 1 or 2 leaves here. Those 2 leaves, you are spending for your passport for a matter of 10 minutes. So as are you happy? No, right? You're not happy, right? So forget about QA/QC. What about teaching? Teaching also same. Pharmacist also same. SaaS IT. So if you are working as a SaaS IT professional, you can inform to your manager saying that, boss, today I have a police verification. So police guy will come to my house. So today I will do work from home. Work from home is possible in IT, right? So till today we
Yes,
guys are working from home. Okay, from past 2 years, 2.5 years, I'm working from home. You are very boring. So if you are at office, you will have a team meetings, team lunch. The discussions will be there, team outings will be there. We are all actually missing that fun. But still, soon, soon I will move to office. No issues. So actually here you see, right? If you're working as a SaaS IT professional, you can tell to your manager, boss, police guy will come. So I will be away for 10 to 15 minutes or hardly half an hour. Post that, I'll come back. And even if you want me to work, I can work my up to 6:30. 6 o'clock is last, right? 9 to 6 are the timings. So because I'm away for half an hour, I can work for half an hour, no issues. So even though that guy is coming tomorrow also, I can extend my work from home. So here you are not taking leave. Your work-life balance is maintained. Means your personal life and your work both are balanced. Yes or no? Yes or no? Right.
yes, sir.
So it's not about money. Work-life balance is also important. So when compared to other roles, SaaS IT is a very good decision. You see, this is a very good career path for you guys. Agree, yes or no? Now everyone understood the importance of SaaS.
Yes, sir.
Everyone understood the importance of SaaS, right? So this is the package you are going to get. This is my right now current package. There are people who are working for more salary also, but they do 10 hours work here. I hardly work for 6 hours. So my job is absolutely fine. I'm okay with my salary and the amount of work I'm doing. If you want more salary, you have to stretch yourself. I don't want to stretch, so I'm okay with this. With particularly 2 kids at home working, stretching, for 10 hours daily is a greatest challenge. If you are at office, you can easily manage. So once we are back to office, I'll shift my company. Right. Okay, fine. So now everyone is clear with this, right? Everyone are clear with this example, right? Right. Next.
Yes, sir.
So SaaS is name of the both software and a company. And this SaaS initially, sorry, there is one more point before. SaaS initially began at North Carolina State University as a project to analyze agriculture research data. The basic idea to develop your SaaS software is to analyze agriculture research data. So, and this idea has come in the year 1960s. In the year 1960s only, these guys wanted to develop a software which will give immediate results. Okay. So, but the exact work they started in the year 1966. From 1966, they started developing the software and they were successful after 10 years. Means in the year 1976, these guys were able to develop SaaS software. Okay. These guys were able to develop SaaS software. So, who developed the SaaS software? Is Jim Goodnight, Jim Barr. These are the two persons who initially started developing the software. So maybe we can call them as a father of SaaS, whatever it is. Okay, so founder of SaaS, whoever it is. So Jim Goodnight, Jim Barr. These are the two persons who initially started developing your SaaS software, and these two guys were successful in the year 1976. So the basic idea is to analyze only agriculture research data, right? In the year 1976, they have developed the software in such a way that it is helpful to all sort of customers. All sort of customers means below is the list. What all the customers we can use SaaS software? You see, right? We can use SaaS in automotive industry, communications, education, banking, finance, government, health insurance, healthcare providers, hospitality and entertainment, insurance, life sciences, manufacturing, and so on. Out of all these domains, all these areas we will be using SaaS software. Out of all these areas, which area we belong to? Which domain we belong to? We all will work for a domain called life sciences R&D. We all will work for a domain called life sciences R&D. Okay, right. So if you are into banking finance, you will be working for banking finance services. And if you are into BTech CS, computer science, so these guys are good at technology, they don't know domain. So BTech CS, these guys has to select a domain. Okay, banking finance or life sciences, they have to select one domain and they have to work with respect to that. Okay, right. So now, for example, targeted audience are more into life sciences. So I'll give you an example related to life sciences. Okay. So now, if you are placed in SaaS, tomorrow what is your role is, all you guys will be working on life sciences, R&D. R&D is, we are part of clinical trial. So tomorrow all you guys, we will be working in clinical trials. So what is a clinical trial? A clinical trial is an experiment which is conducted on human subjects. A clinical trial is an experiment which is conducted on human subjects to test the safety and efficacy of a test drug. For example, for people who are into biotechnology, chemistry, the terminology might be new. So for you guys, I will clearly explain. You see, right? Recent days, many people are dying due to a disease called COVID-19. At least a virus, maybe may not be a disease, I should call it as a virus. Fine. So recently many people are dying due to a virus called COVID-19. Correct. So one of the research scientists said, guys, I have developed a molecule called XYZ 500 mg and this molecule can cure COVID-19 virus. Okay, this molecule can cure COVID-19 virus. With this statement, can I directly dose XYZ 500 mg on patients who are suffering from COVID? Can I do it directly? No, we are not allowed to do that. As per your ICH GCP guidelines, ICH is, what is ICH stands for?
International Conference
on Harmonization.
Harmonization. Technical
GCP stands
requirement.
for
Good clinical
International
practice.
Good Clinical Practice. International Conference on Harmonization, ICH. GCP stands for Good Clinical Practice. Any clinical trial or any experiment we do, we have to follow certain guidelines documents. We have to follow certain guidance documents. There are n number of guidance documents. Okay, right. So now, if you see here, as per your ICH GCP guidelines, first of all, whatever the molecule you have developed, it should be properly tested inside labs. So in labs, if the molecule is accepted fine, if it is giving good results, then next level they test this molecule on animals. Any experiment we do on animals, we call it as preclinical trials. If all the animals are found to be safe, good. Next level they will move on to human subjects. Okay, next level they will move on to human subjects. So any experiments we do on human subjects, we call it as a clinical trial. Whenever we are conducting a clinical trial, we'll have two requirements: primary objective. So primary objective is nothing but primary goal. Why you are conducting this experiment? To test the safety of XYZ 500 mg in human subjects. Okay, to test the safety of XYZ 500 molecule in human subjects. And secondary objective is to test the efficacy of XYZ 500 mg in human subjects. Okay, so we will test this safety efficacy. Okay, right. So whenever you are conducting an experiment, we get data, right? Suppose this I have given to 10 subjects. Out of 10 subjects, 5 subjects are okay, 5 subjects are not okay. For 5 subjects, I see there is a reduce in virus cell count. For 5 subjects, it is not. So I have to see XYZ. Whenever I say XYZ 500 mg, a medicine, a tablet is made up of some chemicals, right? So whether these chemicals is creating any side effects to the users, yes or no. So that is what the analysis we are going to do. So after giving this XYZ 500 mg, so what all the side effects the subjects has experienced. So all that data we will receive and we are supposed to do analysis. Supposed to say after giving XYZ 500 mg, is right, we are going to generate a analysis table like this. You see, right? So using SAS, we will analyze your data and we generate reports. You see, right? So I have given XYZ 500 mg to 31 subjects, or in this study there are 31 subjects. Cohort 1, let us assume it is XYZ 500 mg, and cohort 2 it is a placebo. Placebo means nothing but an inactive compound. So it looks like a drug, but actually it is not a drug. Okay, it is a placebo, let us assume. So out of these 15 people, total 4 people got adverse events. Adverse events are nothing but side effects. Adverse events are nothing but side effects. So if suppose we say if I take cetirizine, so you'll get dizziness, right? You'll get light dizziness, right? It is a side effect, yes or no? So few medicines, if you take, it will cause burning sensation in your stomach. So the reason, your medical pharmacist guy will give you that acidity tablets also for you, particularly for antibiotic drugs. Antibiotics, particularly if you are taking high dose of antibiotics, it will cause a lot of burning sensation in your stomach. It will release a lot of acids in your body. So parallelly they will give that drug as well, correct? So there are some side effects. So after giving this XYZ 500 mg, few people faced gastrointestinal disorders. So how many people faced gastrointestinal disorders? 3 people in this study. 3 people faced abdominal distension 1, nausea 1, nausea 2. So general disorders 1. So chest pressure sensation, maybe they has a chest pressure sensation. Musculoskeletal disorders, nervous system disorders, you see, right? Dizziness, headache, paresthesia. Psychiatric disorders, anxiety, NEC. And vascular disorders, flushing, hypertension aggravated. You see, right? These are all the issues these guys faced. Okay, right. So this terminology is clear to you, or BTech mechanical guys? You are good in analyzing this report, or BTech mechanical guy is using, like, is good at analyzing this report? Who is good? Do we know these concepts, yes or no? Do we know these concepts, yes or no? We are the best persons here, or like any other persons are good in this subject or terminology? Come on, guys. We are the one who can assess this document, yes or no?
Sir, we are
So
related
we
to
are the one who can generate this report, yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
This is related to us, right? We get all the adverse events data, all the data we do take into SAS, we read into SAS, and we do the analysis and we generate the reports this way. Okay. So your clinicians, your clinical investigators will ask, I want complete details about these 9 subjects. So what we have to do is we will generate a listing here. You see, right? Listing. This is what exactly you are supposed to do in a real-time scenarios after we are into SAS. So you say, right, total 9 subjects, right? In this first page, I have 4 subjects. Here 3, 4 plus 3, 7. 7 plus 2, 9. These are the complete information about those 9 subjects. So you say, right, 101. So severity level is very mild here. It's okay. Okay. So, and this is related to your study drug, yes or no? Yes, possibly related. There is a chance, maybe if the person takes XYZ, there is a chance he may get a chest pressure sensation. So possibly related, musculoskeletal and connective tissue disorders, there is a chance possibly he may get. So not related. So psychiatric disorders are nowhere related to this drug. So likewise, you will get complete information, like how much is there, when did it start, when did it end, how much duration the subject is an adverse event. So you'll get complete information about that subject. What is his age, what is his race, what is his gender, everything, complete information here, we are supposed to present to clinicians, clinical investigators. They will check all these things, and if it is mild, if it is okay, they will say, yes, it is okay, nothing to worry. Even regulatory will, US FDA will accept this, not an issue. Okay, right. They will provide all the supporting data. It's not danger. It's okay to have this. So they will obviously, your regulatory persons will also see, they will approve the drug. Is this clear to everyone, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Using SAS, this is what we are supposed to do in a real-time scenarios. So we are supposed to analyze all your clinical trial data and we are supposed to generate results reports like this. Everyone clear, yes or no? So all we guys are related to SAS software, yes or no? All we guys are related to SAS software, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Right. So actually, if you are supposed to work in a real-time scenarios, if you wanted to work in a real-time scenarios, a person should be very good at domain and a technology both. Okay, the person should be good at domain, the person should be good at technology both. For example, I am a IT employee, I'm a .NET developer, I am trying to build a website www.icicibank.com. Okay, I'm creating a website, banking website. If you are not good at banking domain, if you don't know the basics of banking domain, so whenever we are building a website, you will have a home, services, cards, demat, NRI accounts, so deposits like this. We have tabs, right? In cards, how many types of cards you know? How many types of cards you know? In general, people know debit card, credit card. Correct? Any other cards you guys know apart from this? Any of you know we have a food card? Food card, meal card will be there. Okay, any of you know we have a forex card? Any of you know we have a gift card? Gift card, we can gift, we can load some money, 3,000, we can give a prepaid gift card. So that, your friend, whatever he likes, he will purchase money with. It will work like a swiping card. Okay, these many cards are there actually. If you are not good at banking domain, so what you will do, even though how much good you are in .NET, so you will provide only two tabs, right? Debit card, credit card, because you are not aware these many cards are there. So underline this point. If you wanted to work in a real-time scenarios, you have to be very good at domain and you have to be very good at technology both. Correct. If you know only the technology, it will not help. If you know only the domain, it will not help, because you need a technology to put your knowledge there. Correct. Right. So unfortunately, our education system in India is, it is presenting only one. So BTech CS. BTech CS means those guys are know only computers. They don't know what is the banking domain, what is the clinical domain, what is the finance. They don't know anything. Okay. If suppose to say if you are a B Pharm guy, you know only B pharmacy. So statin drugs, depend drugs, prazols, you know only this. You don't know technology. So nobody is more, nobody is less here. Okay. So for people who are into BTech CS, if you are learning about domain, it will be fine. For people who are into B Pharm, M Pharm, if you know the basics of some software, that should be fine. Okay. So a person who is working in real-time scenarios can only bring you the exact mixture of both, to what extent we need domain, to what extent we need technology. A person who is working in real-time scenarios only can guide you in a better way, in a right way. There are few people who read textbooks and teach. We are not belonging to that category. They don't know what we will use in a real-time scenarios. So that is the greatest advantage you have with me, guys. Okay, right. Now, using SAS, we will be able to give solutions in all these areas: analytics, business intelligence, customer intelligence, foundation tools, etc., etc. Okay, so we will be able to provide solutions in all these areas as well. So our part is into clinical domain, so I have explained more into clinical domain. Okay, and as I told you, SAS software is invented by two people called Jim Goodnight and Jim Barr, and later on two people helped them. They are Jane Helving and John Salt. So these two people helped Jim Goodnight and Jim Barr. Okay, all these four people together, they have developed a robust statistical software called SAS in the year 1976. Now, important concept for today's session. Any questions so far, guys? Any questions? Guys, any questions? Hey, come on, yaar. If you say yes, yes. If you have no, you can respond no. No
No,
problem.
no, no, sir.
Right. See, I need an interactive session here. I don't want to speak only one way, one side. So I need an interactive session. Okay. So the more they interact, the more information you can get from me. Okay. Right. Next. So if anyone is asking you, why are you learning SAS software? what exactly a SaaS software will be able to do. So why exactly SaaS has got a lot of demand in real-time scenarios nowadays? The software is available from 1976, right? But why now everybody is behind SaaS? Okay, so these points we'll discuss now. So if anyone has pen and paper, note it down, because I told you these are very important concepts for today's session. So SaaS functionalities is a side heading. First one, data access. Second one, data management. Third one, data analysis. Fourth one, data presentation. Fourth one, data presentation. Data access, data management, data analysis, data presentation. Right. So these are all the 4 points we have to know. Next. Next, data access. We all know SAS stands for Statistical Analysis System. The name itself says your software is an analysis tool. If you wanted to use SaaS software, if you wanted to perform analysis, what we need? We need data. Correct. So using SaaS, what we do? We need analysis, right? We do analysis, right? If you wanted to do analysis, what we need? We need data. Whenever we are talking about data, data is available in different forms. Whenever we are talking about data, data is available in different forms. So few companies will store data in a notepad file. Few companies will store data in Excel file, MS Access, Sybase, Teradata, DB2, SQL Server, Oracle. Yes or no? Okay. So few people will store data in different companies will store data in different files, different file formats. Suppose to say customer number 1 comes to me. He says that, Raj, I'm working for a very small company. In my company, we don't even have Excel file also. Right now, I'm storing data in Notepad file. Can you please help me out in performing analysis based on this data? Customer number 1 is asking me. He is very much tensed because he don't even have Excel file to share data with me. So in this case, I can give confidence to my client saying that, boss, no worries. Even though you provide me data in Notepad file, I'm absolutely fine, because my SaaS has the power to connect to Notepad file, and we can read data automatically from Notepad file into SaaS. So using SaaS, I can automatically connect my SaaS software to Notepad file, and I can read all the data from Notepad file into SaaS environment. Because if you wanted to do analysis in SaaS, first of all, you have to get data into SaaS environment, right? Yes or no? If you wanted to do analysis in SaaS, first of all, we have to get the data into SaaS environment, right? So using SaaS, I can get data from Notepad file into SaaS environment. So this is case 1. Case 2. Customer number 2 comes to me. He says that, Raj, I have some data in Excel file. Can you please help me out in performing analysis based on this data? Yes, absolutely fine. So my software has the feasibility to connect with Excel file. The moment we establish a connection, I can copy all the information from Excel file into SaaS environment. Not only simple files, Excel, Notepad, CSV. So using SaaS, I can also connect with very big databases like Oracle as well. So using SaaS, I can connect to Oracle database. I can copy data from Oracle into SaaS software. I can copy data from Oracle into SaaS software. Okay, right. So this is how we can read data from Oracle to SaaS software. Right. Fine. So customer number 3 comes to me, says, Raj, I have 10 terabyte of data. 10 terabyte means how much GB? 10 into 1024, 10,240 GB. I have 10,240 GB of data. Is your SaaS compatible? Yes, boss. Even though you give 100 terabyte also, my SaaS is compatible. Okay. I can analyze huge amount of data. There is no limitation for that. So I can analyze all my data in SaaS. Right. Next. So first point, data access. SaaS has the power to connect with any kind of data source. And the topics we are going to cover, if suppose to say, if you wanted to read data from Notepad file, we use a technique called in-file statement. If you wanted to read data from Excel file, CSV file, we use a technique called proc import. If you wanted to read data from MS Access, proc access. If you wanted to read data from SQL, SQL pass-through. These are all the techniques. Depending upon your data source, we use different techniques in SAS to read data from that source to SAS system. Source can be Notepad, Excel file, whatever it is. Once we read data into SAS, using this data access, I was able to read data into SAS software. So second point comes here is data management. Data management is nothing but rearranging the data as per your requirement. We will just organize data in a systematic manner. And once your data is organized in a systematic manner, it means your data is ready for analysis. So using SAS, you will be able to perform a wide variety of statistical tests. Like, we'll be able to calculate sum, means, frequency, ANOVA, chi-square, CMH, Cochrane-Mantel test, GLM, generalized linear model, regression, correlation, etc. So these are all the statistical tests which we will be able to apply based on your data. Okay. So how many of you have heard about ANOVA? Winner? So particularly B farm guys, M farm guys, you might have heard about ANOVA. In
Yes,
farm
sir.
D guys also, I guess. Right? So all these statistical analysis you will be able to do using SAS software. So once you have performed the statistical analysis, you get results, right? All that results with the help of data presentation. Data presentation means whatever the results you have generated, all these analysis results you can generate in the form of a report. So PDF file, you can generate this information in the form of a PDF file, Word document, Excel file, CSV file, HTML file, whatever the type of file you wanted to generate, you can do it. So in data presentation, we have a concept called ODS. ODS stands for Output Delivery System. Using this ODS concept, we will be able to generate reports in different styles. So using SAS, you can store unlimited amount of data. I told you, right? I can store 10 terabyte of data also, 100 terabyte of data also. So more or less, your SAS software is also equally working as a database tool. The main concept of database tool, it will store unlimited amount of data. The same thing your SAS is also able to do. Point number one, SAS is equally considered as a database tool. Second one, using SAS, what we do, we will be able to analyze the data. So SAS is working as an analysis tool. And next, last point, data presentation. Using this SAS, we can automatically generate reports. Means it is also working as a reporting tool. This is the only one software which has all the features of a database tool, analysis tool, and reporting tool. So no other software has all these features. Okay, no other software has all these features. So this is the only one software which we has all the tools integrated in itself. So that is why people are turning towards SAS. If you buy only SAS or if you're learning only on SAS, it is absolutely fine. Okay, this is one integrated software which has all the options like a database tool, analysis tool, reporting tool, everything is inbuilt in SAS. Right. Fine. Next. Entire SAS software, you said, right, Raj, SAS is doing all these things. SAS is doing all these things. Really it will do? Yes. Shall I, can you please show us an example how does SAS already, SAS really performs all this stuff? So anyone wants to see an example how it works?
Yes.
Anyone wants to see how this concept will work? Analysis tool,
Yes,
reporting
sir.
tool. You wanted to see? Right. So
Yes,
before
sir.
we are going into SAS, I will explain. Entire SAS programming is divided into two steps, data step, proc step. So people with zero knowledge in computers can be a very good programmers in SAS because SAS is such a user-friendly software. It will clearly tell you where the issue is, what needs to be done to fix this issue. Okay, guys, just a minute, don't mind, I have a call. Okay, so now you can see I will open SAS software. I'll show how a SAS software looks like and how to write a program. I'll show you. At the moment, no need to understand the program. Okay, right. I'll show you. So majority of the people are afraid about computers because they are not good at computers. They don't know software. So SAS is such a user friendly. I'll show you. See, right? So first of all, the moment I open SAS software, You see, right? First of all, I have editor window, log window, output window. And at the same time, I have explorer window, results window. These are 5 basic windows in SAS. So first one, editor window. Editor window is used to write a program in SAS. Editor window is used to write a program in SAS. Using this editor window, we will be able to write a program. So because we all know SAS is a software, right? Software means we have to write some program, correct? So editor window will help us to write a program. Log window will identify if there are any errors or warnings in your program. If something is wrong in your code, your log window will tell, boss, at this place you are doing wrong. At this place you need to correct this. It will clearly tell you. I will show you also how it works. And output window, using SAS, what we do analysis, right? All that analysis results, it will display in output window as well. And explorer window is used to store your SAS data sets. And results window, it will maintain a list of all printed results. Okay, so this is just an overview. I will write a sample program to make you understand how these windows will work. Okay, right. So now suppose to say I write some data here, data ds in file data lines. So in that example, this number, like whatever we have done before, we can take that example. Shall we try SAS is giving accurate results, yes or no? Shall we check? So I will take this data only. So at this point of time, no need to understand the code. I will explain code in tomorrow's class. Okay, right. So now ID name type. Okay, fine. So now this is a data step. So using this data step, I will create a SAS data set. You see, right? A small kit running symbol. This is data step. If you see log window, you have 8 observations and 4 variables. If you wanted to see this, Explorer window will store your SAS data sets. You need to go to Explorer window. Here you need to go to libraries, and here we need to go to work. You see, right? Work.ds. In work library, you will have your data set ds. This is the data we entered in SAS, right? Right. Next. So if you wanted to do analysis, proc means I have to use proc step. Proc step is used to perform analysis. Class type variable salary run. Hardly 10 words. So a small kit running symbol is there. If I run the program, the moment you run the program, you have to go and check your log window. Anything in red color? No, right? If you are doing anything wrong, SAS will display in red color. So output window is used to display your analysis results, is right? So if you are selecting your career path as a pharmacist, 13,500 would be your salary. So 13,500 is your salary. The results are correct, yes or no? So if you are selecting your career path as a QA/QC, 15,500 will be your salary. Correct? If you are selecting as a teacher, 19,000, SAS IT 33,500. So teaching 19,000, SAS IT 33,500. With a standard deviation of with a minimum maximum. So this is your minimum salary, this is your maximum salary. Is right? You are getting all the analysis results, right? So if you wanted to calculate standard deviation, you guys know the formula how to calculate standard deviation? Gurtunda formula? 1 by n minus 1 summation x minus x bar whole square. For that we have to calculate square root. Anta lekkundi. So SAS will give it easily. Okay. You see, right? How many seconds? It is not even taking 1 second also. You see, right? So 0.06 seconds it is doing all the analysis, and it is giving you the entire information in 0.21 seconds. You see, right, how much super fast your SAS software is? You got the point, right? You got the point, right? So using SAS, you see, right, editor window is used to write a program. Log window is writing a log window will give us information. Output window, analysis results. Explorer window, storing your SAS data sets. Results window, it will maintain a list of all printed results. Right. Suppose to say I have done something wrong. For example, I just forgot a semicolon here. Immediately raw data is not highlighted in red, yellow color. Correct. Color codes. This is a beauty of a 4th generation programming language. Suppose to say if I run this code, actually raw data should be highlighted in yellow color. I'm new to SAS. I thought everything is right and I tried to submit my code. I thought everything is right. I tried to submit my code. So after submitting my code, what I have to do? I have to go and check my log window. In log window, you see error, yes or no? In log window, you're able to see error, yes or no? So it is clearly highlighting before 101. You see, right? It is highlighting. First 3 lines, it is not highlighting. Before 101, it is highlighting. 3 dots, 3 hyphens. Syntax error expecting one of the following: option A, option B, option C. Right? For us, if you are getting choose the following, we feel that exam is very easy, right? You feel pretty much comfortable when we have fill in the blanks. Instead of filling the blanks, if you have choose the following, you feel pretty much comfortable for writing an exam, correct? Yes or no? But actually, it is very confusing. If you know the answer, also still it will confuse by looking at that options. Correct. But still, you see, right? After having these options, you see, right? Before 101, your system is expecting for a semicolon, cancel, PGM. I thought cancel is the right option. So what I do, I have written cancel before 101. I thought cancel is correct before 101. Forget about this proc step. So if you run the program here, again it is wrong, right? Your system will tell again it is wrong. You see, right? This time your system is telling you what it is telling. Boss, I will not give too many options. Please use semicolon here. You see it, right? Earlier it was giving option A, option B, option C. This time it is saying if I give you more options, you will pick all wrong ones. So your system is telling, boss, please use straight away semicolon. Correct it? So that is how much user friendly your SaaS software is. It will clearly highlight you where the issue is, what needs to be done to fix this issue. So that is why people with zero knowledge in computers can be a very good programmers in SaaS. It will clearly tell you what is the issue, where is the issue, what what needs to be done to fix this issue. It will clearly tell you. So that is why don't worry, even though you have zero knowledge in computers, your SaaS is such a user friendly software which will guide you. So the moment I give semicolon, raw data is highlighted in yellow color, right? Like what a programmer will think is yes. Whenever Raj explained this program, I remember I see this is in yellow color. So this time programmer is a bit confident. He feels that actually maybe this is the issue. So it will be fine. So now the moment you run the program, is it throwing an error? Is it throwing any error? No. So now identifying an error and fixing an error in SaaS is very easy. You guys feel it easy, yes or no? You guys feel it easy, yes or no? Going forward also you'll feel the same, like very easy. Where is the issue? What needs to be done to fix this issue? Where SaaS will clearly guide you. Okay, all that is you have to understand its language, what SaaS is communicating to us. If you understand this language, writing a program in SaaS is very easy here. Agree, yes or no? If you understand this sentence, writing a program in SaaS is very easy.
Yes, Mr. Raj.
Sorry?
Yes, I will understand that.
Got it right? You understood right?
Yeah.
You guys understood right? Using SaaS, we will be able to do analysis, and if you wanted to generate a report also, you can do it. Okay, if you wanted to generate a report also, you can do it. So I'll show you how to generate a report in SaaS. So we have a concept called ODS RTF file equal to D drive sample dot RTF. This is a sample report, right? So I'm writing sample. So ODS RTF close. RTF is nothing but a Word document. So if you run the program, it will generate results in Word document. You see this is a Word document, right? It is automatically generating result in Word document, right? You see today's date. Agree, yes or no? So this is all about how a SaaS software will work like. Raj, I'm pretty much interested in SaaS. I see it's okay, comfortable for me. So I understand SaaS software is related to our sciences. Yes. And I'm pretty much interested, I'm impressed with the salary structure as well. We are getting very good salary, and in terms of work-life balance, we can easily manage it. So Raj, what are the companies that are offering jobs? Absolutely fine. But there are companies which has to pay jobs for you, right? There are almost all 25 to 30 MNCs here. There are almost all 25 to 30 MNC companies. MNC stands for multinational companies. These companies are running their operations across the globe. That is what we call an MNC company, right? Across the globe, not only in India or not only in US, across the globe, these companies have a multiple clients as well as multiple office premises, right? So what are the companies that are offering jobs in SaaS? First one you can take. So if I go on writing, I have to write 25 to 30 companies here. So, these are all the companies that are offering jobs. Okay, right. So these are all the companies that are all multinational companies, not simple companies, small companies. These are all multinational companies which are offering jobs in SaaS. So people will say no jobs, no jobs, no jobs. That is not the way how you have to think. See, you have 25 opportunities with you. You have 25 opportunities with you. If you have 25 companies, you can attend interviews in 25 companies, right? So you have 25 opportunities with you. If I give you 25 opportunities, can't you at least grab one among 25? Can you grab at least one among 25, sir? No. If I give you 25 times chances, at least you can't succeed in one chance. Agree, yes or no? Right. So for example, very simple here. So very first interview I will attend after completing my course. I'll attend very first interview. In a very first interview, all you guys are very fresher. You know all the answers. You are very nervous to answer. So you are very much confused to answer whether it is right or wrong. So first interview is gone. Okay. So you will identify all the points that you are not able to answer. So you'll rectify those points in second interview. In second interview also you'll be able to perform 70% or 80%. So 20% there is a gap again. Third interview you will do it. So in fourth interview you will succeed, yes or no? ఇంతకు మించి ఎవరు అడగరండి. So 3 companies, once you have faced 2 or 3 company interviews, majority of you people will ask same question, same type of work, same everything you will ask. So like we prepared for our final year exams, last 3-4 years question papers we will prepare, right? That is how I prepared for my final exams. I don't know how you guys are. You are very hard working students, maybe gone through each and every chapter. I'm not such a case. I used to take last 3 to 4 years question papers, final year question papers. I used to take those questions. I used to prepare only them. Obviously I got my 75%. So majority will meet, right? Agree, yes or no? Majority will match, correct? So I have taken that. Okay, right. So coming about jobs, you have openings in all these companies. And coming to syllabus, Raj, I understand there are multinational companies. There are n number of multinational companies that are offering jobs in SaaS. I'm pretty much interested. I wanted to know more about course content. So course content is like, for example, so my course duration, I need 3+ months, 3 months plus 1 month. You can ask me, Raj, why you need this much time? So few people are doing in 1 month, few people are doing it in hardly 2 months. Why we need 3 months, 3+1 months? So the reason here is all my course content is designed in such a way. Few people will come to me as a freshers. Few people will come to me as a fresher. Few people will have some other relevant experience, other experiences which are not related to SaaS. Suppose to say one person is working as a duty doctor, some other person is working on some other role. So this guy already has 3 to 4 years experience in that relevant field. But in SaaS, it is 0. So tomorrow, if I have to project this person CV, okay, I have to show this CV as an experienced person. Okay. So being a manager, I'm a manager, right? I have taken almost 1,500 to 2,000 interviews as of now in my career. So it is more than that, but a rough approximation, I have taken interviews for almost 2,000 candidates. Okay, right. So being a manager, I know what is exactly expected from a 2 to 3 years experience guy. What is exactly expected from a fresher? What is expected from a 10 years experience guy? If this guy has a 10 years experience, it is not only simply SaaS skills. He should be very good at people management also. Leadership qualities should also be there. It's not if he's good at very SaaS, he's very technically he's stuff at he has very good stuff in SaaS. That doesn't bother. For me, I want people management also. Agree, yes or no? So I know what is exactly expected from each and every role. So I have designed my course in such a way. So at the end of my course, if you are applying, like, if you know any person working in SaaS with 2 to 3 years of experience, so I have designed my course in such a way that my student competency should match with a 3 years experience guy. Okay, so that even though if you are giving fake and if you are going also, tomorrow it should not affect you in your work style. So whatever the work you are supposed to do in a real-time scenarios, all that entire work you will be working here before in our live project. So what are the projects I give? It is completely live project. It is real-time projects. Okay, so I can show you as well. I can show you real-time projects. So my course duration, entire course is divided into two parts. One is technology. As I told you, if you wanted to work in real-time scenarios, you should be good at technology and you should be good at domain both. So for technology, I need 45 days. And for domain, I need 45 days. Okay. In technology, what I'm going to cover? I'm going to cover base SaaS and I'm going to cover advanced SaaS. And in domain, for example, if I take clinical domain. So clinical domain, I'm going to explain you basics of clinical domain. So people who are from microbiology, biotechnology, MSc chemistry, like, BTech CS, like whatever the, background they have. No worries, I will explain each and every basics of clinical domain, right from including small terminology, I will start. So what is an adverse event? What is a drug? What is a placebo? So I come from very root basics. Okay, I come from very roots. So basics of clinical domain. So clinical domain process, everything I'll explain. So what is the process? So what is the role, our role, where we are involved. So everything I'll explain basics of clinical domain. And what are the clinical trial data we do? All that clinical trial data we have to submit to regulatory authorities. So what is a regulatory authority? All these points also will be covered in your basic domain. So what are the data we submit to regulatory authority? All that data should follow CDISC standards. CDISC stands for Clinical Data Interchange Standards Consortium. People across the globe, so in the world, entire world, wherever you are doing clinical trial, all that clinical trial data should follow CDISC standards. What is a CDISC? What are CDISC standards? What are the different modules in CDISC? I'm going to explain you in this domain part. So here we are going to cover SDTMs, ADAMS. Okay, so we have a SEND, standard exchange of non-standard, standard exchange of non-clinical trial data. Okay, right. So all these, everything I'm going to explain you. Even C- is also one more concept. Outside market people does not know. So we are still implementing it. So these two concepts nobody knows in a real-time scenarios. No, sorry, nobody who is teaching in outside world, they don't know. I'm into real-time scenarios. I'm a manager. I'm part of these standards. I'm explaining this. Okay, right. So these are the basics of clinical domain. Next. Okay, fine. So after this, once we have learned a domain, once we have learned a technology, after we have learned all this stuff. Sorry. So after you have done all these things, you have to apply this knowledge, right? You have to apply this knowledge, right? Yes or no? Right. So now you can see here, so in our project, okay, so once we will do live project, right? In our live project, so we exactly do whatever people do in a real-time scenarios. Okay, so we'll do exactly what we are supposed to do in a real-time scenarios. So once you are selected as a SAS professional, once you start working in a real-time scenarios, the role of a SAS programmer is, okay, role of a SAS program is, you can see here, right? So here, role of a SAS programmer is to generate SDTM datasets, generate ADAM datasets, and to generate TLFs. TLFs stands for tables, listings, figures. So just now I have shown you adverse events table. Related to that listing I have shown. Even figures will also we draw for few outputs. So this is the role of a SAS programmer, which we will do in a real-time scenarios. This is what exactly we are supposed to do in a real-time scenarios. This live project will take 1 month. So this is the reason, I need this much of time. Suppose to say, generally people will think that getting a job for fresher is very difficult, correct? So underline this point, whenever I'm teaching you with respect to equivalent to 3 years experience. So whenever once we are done with the course, suppose to your person, like, you are a fresher guy. So whatever the course content I'm giving you, at the end of my course, my student competency will match with a 3 years experience guy. Suppose to say you are called for an interview and you are performing an interview. Whenever you are performing equally as a 2 to 3 years experience guy, you are a fresher, but you are performing like a 2 to 3 years experience guy. So the chances of taking that fresher in that interview is high or low? It is very high, right? That is why many people are placed as a freshers from Covalent. Okay, so many people got jobs. Almost every month I see 4 or 5 people, placed from Covalent side. Okay, right. If you can come here, I can show you a lot of, people who express their, success through WhatsApp. I can show you. I can share that details with you as well. Okay, so is this clear, everyone? Yes or no? So this is what we are going to cover in a real-time scenarios. This is what our course content is. I hope I have covered all the points. So if I have missed anyone, if you have any more points, if you have any questions, no problem, please raise.
Raj,
Hi, sir.
Yes,
I have a doubt.
yeah, go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, sir. First of all, very thank you for this class. The way you convey the information is really good. It is very helpful for us. I have a doubt regarding. Uh, uh, I think this doubt could help most of the people in the team. My doubt is actually I am 4 years experienced guy. I work for Accenture. If I learn this SaaS, how could my experience relate to the particular SaaS? Like you said, I just want to start my career as a new SaaS aspirant, or with the relevant experience, can I go into SaaS as a experienced candidate?
So let us be practical here. I got your point. Let me be very practical. So I'm a guy who will not mask. I'm open. So whatever I speak, I do.
Sure.
Whatever I do, I speak. So let us make it clear. So whatever the experience you have is not relevant to SaaS. It will not help you.
Yes, sir.
For sure, people will not consider your experience.
Yes.
But how I will do is I will project your CV in such a way that you are already working 2 years or 3 years in SaaS. So after this, I'll take one-on-one interviews. I will divide all you guys in batches. I will take one-on-one interviews. I will see how your competency level is. So based on that, I will help you in preparing CV. So I will project all the important points where you are highlighted. Like, I will highlight all the points where you are good. So that pre-CV preparation and all, at that time I will fix, like, so to what extent you guys are capable. If I send you as a 3